So here I am. I found it. It's an Ava J video. I made a video responding to one of hers, getting angry that vegans told her that she was forcing animals to be slaughtered and killed and suffer and tortured and imprisoned and raped. And so she was mad, and so I made a response to that. But anyway, I went to another video of hers because it's slow. It's just lovely how you end up on videos that you and YouTube also offers you ads like that are just diametrically opposite to what you're interested in. Which no, in genuine defense, I want to say I think it's a good thing. You should have contrast and someone scrutinizing your view. So when I'm watching the atheist experience and they're giving me ads trying to tell me to join a church, I actually think that's a good thing. Am I going to join a church? No. Fuck no. But I think everyone should be challenged. And yeah, so. But here I am, being vindicated. It's a video with Ava J and Shawn Baker, my favorite. And so I had said earlier in my MGTOW vegan video that the carnivore diet is perfectly supplication to women because women are spiritually bereft, and men who participate in the carnivore diet are without exception demanding needless harm and demanding that they subsist solely on products of exploitation and harm, and they're doing it on a subconscious level as a form of supplication for their own weakness of masculinity, and in Shawn Baker's case, of course, low testosterone. But I was just vindicated because as soon as I clicked on this, I found the top. Is this the top comment? It's not the top comment, but it's got the second most likes on this video. And here it is. If eating only meat gets you chicks like this, I'm going out to buy a cow now. Buy spelt like he's going like purchase. So this is an idiot with bad grammar. I'm going to excuse that. Everyone, actually, maybe they're not an idiot. Maybe they just made a grammar mistake. I'm not that much of a Nazi. But they're an idiot because, I mean, let's be honest. The person who said this and the people who are upvoting it are probably teenagers. But then again, never underestimate the stupidity and lack of maturity of people in the modern era, especially beta males. This is the vindicating comment for my previous video. It's everything that I said in one comment. If eating only meat gets you chicks like this, I'm going out to buy a cow now. They're literally admitting the only reason that they think the carnivore diet is a good idea is because of pussy. So what are you doing? You are sacrificing every last semblance of moral, spiritually upright, and ethical character on the altar of pussy. You are a supplicating beta male. You and your ilk are all pathetic, insult-minded weaklings. And that is why you insist on hurting others to impress women. Because you would rather have pussy and be a spiritual degenerate than have any character at all. You're weak, pathetic. You are exactly what we should be aspiring to eliminate from our species. You are the vestige that if our species is to progress, you will not breed. You will not breed. You will be lost for eternity in time. And like the Neanderthal, and I'll defend the Neanderthal. We kept some good qualities from that thing, and we'll keep some good qualities from your ilk. But at the end of the day, we should be removing people like you. You are anti-spiritualist, anti-spiritualism. You're anti-vegan. You're anti-MGTOW. You're anti-human. You're anti-animal. You're anti-everything that any man should care about. That is what the carnivore diet is. You are weak, pathetic, awful human beings. Vestiges waiting to happen. You are exactly what I would expect, given the diet chosen. And Shawn Baker is your champion. Low testosterone. Soon to die, I guarantee it. This man will not live that long. And he's a psychopath. This is the thing. He has every earmark. I know psychopaths intimately, and you can admire him. But if you were alone in the woods with him, he'd eat you. With his long fucking arms. It's just pathetic. I can't stand these dudes. These hard beta white knights. It's like, you worship pussy that much. You're just, I'll just kill for it. I'll just go kill the animals. Pathetic. Weak. No moral character. And you'll defend your behavior. You'll defend your behavior not because you believe it's just, not because you respect consciousness, not because you have compassion, but you'll defend it because, hey, I think it'll get me pussy. Super weak. Super fucking weak. And if you don't see that, it's because your mind is thoroughly been sundered by women. You have been completely apprehended and forced to join the pathetic side. That is your entire identity. And you can say, maybe I'm being a little harsh on this guy and his teenager friends. Probably. I mean, if they really are 17, it's hard to control your emotions, and when I was 17, I was a fucking idiot too. But Shawn Baker is not 17, and his kind are not 17. They're adults. This is the championing of spiritual degeneracy. It is the downfall of human spiritualism. It's moral nihilism, and it's the praise of psychopathy. It's completely backwards. It's every reason why I want nothing to do with these people. I simply can't imagine what it would be like to spend time around these people too. And I've listened to Ava J. It's funny because after I watched her video, I watched another one, and she goes off talking about, oh, my friends are unhappy, and MGTOW. She's angry about MGTOW. What a coincidence. How funny that I'm finding on carnivore dieters anger towards MGTOW. And she tries to she literally tries to act like she's, like they're just this, nothing, they're just guys, I don't know, doing their own thing. just trying to snark it to death. It's like, bitch, you can't snark us to death. Okay, you're not going to shame us. There was never a chance, ever, that any of these men were going to be shamed by you. Yeah, we're interesting, because we don't care about your ass. And your moral degeneracy only drives a further wedge between us and us doing something to make you less unhappy and your friends. Fuck your friends, and fuck you. These dudes, it's just pathetic. It's pathetic. I look at this is like, she's cute. And this is exactly, yes, more vegan tears. These people are simpering, pathetic weasels. Sorry. No, I just bite Peterson. What I take that back. Not because I think they have a point, like Peterson, but because weasels are cool. I like weasels. Especially stoats. Stoats are an amazing obligate carnivore. Obligate carnivore. I think... all the meat he's eating is going to kill him, probably. And he's not a doctor. He's not a fucking doctor. He got his license revoked. Looks uncomfortable around her. Yeah, that's the thing. He does look uncomfortable around her, and I'll tell you why. My psychopath friend, or whatever, he was a chronic beta male. I was just slaying pussy in circles around this guy, like, and I wasn't even trying, and well, I figured it out. I mean, so here's something interesting. I realized, now don't get me wrong, I support homosexual rights and all that, but the long story short, I figured out he's a homo and he's trying to fuck me in the most violent way. It was really disgusting finding out who this person was. But yeah, that's psychopathy for you. I have a suspicion that most psychopaths are on some level gay now, and that's not bad. I actually don't mind homos. I've had gay friends or friends who did gay shit and stuff like that, so I don't care about that. But when you mix psychopathy with homosexuality, there's nothing more disgusting to a man. I really genuinely believe that. And you'd have to be in a scenario where a gay psycho is trying to fuck you to really understand what I mean, but it's really fucking disgusting. Women must know what this feels like all the time, not because they're around gay psychos, but because they've probably met psychos who want to fuck them. And I actually, here's the thing, I actually think that's where a lot of this feminist bullshit comes from. I think that women meet psychos, and those psychos do everything that, just all the shit that I've dealt with, and more. I'm sure they got it worse. Women usually get it worse. And then they pin that on men. They're just like, yeah, well, men are like... It's like, no, the psychopathic men are like that. You don't have to tell 99% of the men to not rape. You have to tell the 1% of men who would rape to die. That this is the problem of feminism. It's that it's targeting all these men and SJWs. It's targeting all these people when the only people who are truly evil, who are truly out here to destroy and cause harm to you, are the psychopaths. Because they've got no fucking limbic system functioning in their brain. They have no way to relate to you You're an object to be harmed for their personal arousal. And until you can see that, yeah, you're gonna say, oh, people suck, or people are... It's not fucking people. People aren't that bad. People are great. And you know that. Deep down, you know that. But there's something that you're not connecting, and it's all behind the camouflage. Because that's what psychopaths do. They camouflage themselves as your friend, your lover, your family, and then they abuse you behind a mask. And until until enlightenment, you will be victimized and hurt. Your life will be made a living fucking hell until you figure out that that person is doing that to you. And then you leave, you escape. You do what you have to do to get rid of that person. That's the only way to transcend the suffering. But you have to understand the world we live in. And it's wolves in sheep's clothing. Everywhere. It's not... Feminism is not a man's problem. Feminism is a psychopath's problem. The men being attacked in this are most often innocent bystanders. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked because some of it is beta males who supplicate to women and psychopaths, because this is the promotion of moral degeneracy. And anyone who's an upright character isn't genuinely out there, isn't out there hurting animals, women, any other men, anything. People who are morally and spiritually upright do good by everyone they come by. And you've met some of those people, I'm sure. They're great. The best people in the world. You're happy to be around them whenever you're around them. They always just bring you joy. But then you meet a psychopath, sometimes, and they ruin everything about your life until you figure out how toxic they are and kick them the fuck out. But this is what I'm saying, though. I mean, this is sort of the thesis of my channel, my vlog. We shouldn't just be kicking psychopaths out of our lives. We should be exterminating them. Ultimately, we should land on the part where we're MRI scanning every single person, and if we're not exterminating them, at least removing them from the population. I don't care what we do with them after that. Put them into, I mean, because some of them are going to have some sort of value. Put them into a camp for, like, you know, if they're smart, you know, give them some science to do. Give them something to do, but remove them from society. It's exactly like I said before. We're inviting the tiger into the nursery. Why? And this is the comments section too. It's just, and that's the thing. There's two parts to the carnivore diet. One part is the subconscious supplication to women that beta males do. That's like these motherfuckers. If it gets me laid, I'm gonna try the carnivore diet. Fucking idiot. You're never gonna get laid like that. You're never gonna get laid until you actually know the real skills, and it has nothing to do with eating meat. Fucking idiot. And then the other part is the psychopaths, like Shawn Baker, who are just out there destroying their own bodies to try to inspire others to destroy their bodies, because they get joy from people being destroyed. And that's the truth. That's the plain truth. The carnivore diet is for psychopaths, and invented by psychopaths, and ultimately orchestrated by psychopaths, Because that's what psychopaths do. They find something evil, they do it, and then they try to inspire other evil people to get on the bandwagon, and then they try to brainwash normal people to get on the bandwagon. And that's how culture becomes spiritually degenerate on a mass scale. Is because if the psychopaths can get enough power and influence in the media and anywhere, in YouTube, it doesn't fucking Instagram, it doesn't matter. They're just trying to gain power so they can, and influence, so that they can brainwash people to do evil shit. And women are integral in this, because naturally they're spiritually degenerate. For men. Yeah, well, and each other. I mean, it's no secret that women hate each other just as much as they hate the men who reject them. Basically, any man who, well, they simultaneously love alpha males, but they hate everything. I mean, this is generally true, except for the women who've gone out of their way to consciously become spiritually some force for good. And I'm not defending men here. Obviously, tons of men are just shit. They've got a beta mindset, and for me, you know, they say, oh, there's only one alpha or whatever. Alpha is a state of mind. I see on YouTube there's plenty of great men who exhibit those alpha characteristics. It's a spectrum, and it's a state of mind. It has less to do with dominating. Domination is a result of an alpha male mindset. But the mindset is being independent, it's being your own person, it's not supplicating, it's being morally upright. It's the art of war in practice and actualization from the platform of a male. And that has, and in the art of war, they talk about having the heavens and the earth on your side. And these people don't have the heavens on their side. They are morally degenerate. The only reason that the carnivore diet has picked up is because there's so much rampant degeneracy. Fatherless dudes and girls, people who've rejected the wrong parts of tradition. It's cesspool. The American culture is a cesspool. There's so much filth. It's fucking disgusting. I literally am grossed out by the shit that I see when I look into American culture. It's no wonder that that Donald Trump is president, and there are so many fucking... And I'm not hating on Donald Trump. He's a product of the times. This is a man who can get away with anything. And this is our president. It's our president. A man who can get away with anything. Because he has sort of a... His character is a little bit degenerate. But just insofar as he does what he has to do to be successful in business. Business is cutthroat, and he's a success. I mean, he literally signs things he doesn't understand, and he doesn't care. And I'm not completely knocking that. I think that he's doing what he's running a successful game. But that should never be enough. But it was certainly better than what Hillary was offering. Because American society is filled with degenerates. And like these people in this fucking comments section. It's so gross. I love this comment. Oh my god, they look so healthy. I bet they smell like rotting meat. Genuinely. They openly say on this they're eating plants. They can't even be as degenerate as they're aiming to be. That comment is gold. She's completely safe with Shawn. She has more testosterone than he does. You should eat the meat raw. Yeah, what? You know, there's where they're going wrong. I'm gonna defend Sparage here. They should be eating it raw. What are they doing? Why have they cooked that meat that's completely unnatural? Sparage should be, here's something interesting. The Shawn Baker and this bitch, they are certainly lower forms of Sparage. I gotta hand it to Sparage. And I never thought I'd be saying this, but he's, at least he's really, really taking it all seriously. I mean, that guy is the carnivore diet, actually. He's eating raw meat and organs. These people are, cooking up highbrow steaks and putting coriander on it. Sparage he's actually a lunatic. And these people are lunatic light. Moral degenerates. Oh my fucking shit. She keeps talking to her hands. I haven't even watched this video. Whatever. I'm gonna end this video, but I just want to say, it's really clear. It's really obvious. This is the final resting place of beta bitches. That this carnivore diet, it is supplication in practice, in a diet form. Supplication to women, because supplication to women is spiritual degeneracy, and spiritual degeneracy is the carnivore diet.